Have you ever had that feeling, like something finds you exactly when you need it most? Maybe that's why you're here right now. There's a reason this video found you. Today, we're diving into something powerful: creator mode. It's that state where you stop letting life happen to you and start shaping it yourself. It's about knowing that everything you need to create the life you want is already within you, waiting to be unlocked. Here's a thought. What if you've been holding back, living a life based on everyone else's expectations? If that's been true for you, then consider this your wake-up call. In creator mode, we'll explore how to shift from struggle to ease, from reacting to intentionally designing your life. Imagine waking up every day feeling aligned, with clarity and a sense of purpose guiding each step. Throughout this video, I'll share insights that are simple yet profound, things you won't hear every day but that have the power to transform your reality. Together, we'll uncover the keys to self-discovery, personal growth, and inner peace. You'll learn why letting go might be the first step toward unlocking your true potential. We'll also look at the art of choosing joy and curiosity over endless stress and worry. So, let me ask you, are you ready to become the creator of your life? This journey is about transformation, and it starts with shifting your perspective. Stick with me, and let's uncover the path to becoming the empowered, intentional creator you were meant to be. Hey, have you ever felt like you're just pushing and pushing to make things happen? It's exhausting, right? But let me tell you something. What if I said that maybe you don't have to fight so hard? There's this natural ease that kicks in when we stop trying to control every little thing. I've seen it myself. When you loosen your grip, that's when your real self starts to shine. Maybe, just maybe, letting go is the way to discover what you're truly capable of. Picture this. You're standing in a river, and instead of letting it carry you, you're battling every current. Sound familiar? Now, what if you just let yourself float? It's not about giving up. It's about finding a better way to move through life. When we let go, our unique gifts start to show up without us even trying. That's when clarity hits. Life feels simpler. It's amazing, really. But the question is, are you ready to give it a try? Think about it. How many times have you forced something only to feel completely drained by the end? Trust me, I get it. I've been there. But here's the crazy part. The less we push, the more we actually receive. Letting go brings this peaceful kind of clarity, where we suddenly see our path without all the noise. So, here's the real question. Can you take a step back and let life show you the way? I know, everyone says we need to hustle, grind, push harder. But what if that hustle is exactly what's holding us back? Hear me out. Embracing ease, letting go of force, actually brings us closer to what really matters. It's like shifting from what do I need to get done to how can I live in a way that feels real to me. That little shift can be a game changer. So, are you open to trying it? Here's the thing. Letting go isn't about just sitting back and doing nothing. It's more like choosing where to put your energy. When we stop trying to control everything, life starts to feel less like a list of things to do and more like an adventure. And that shift, it opens you up to so much personal growth. You start discovering new sides of yourself you didn't even know were there. Doesn't that sound like a freedom worth having? Let's get personal for a sec. Where are you holding on too tight in your life? Where could a little ease make a difference? By letting go, you're actually giving yourself a kind of power that doesn't come from force, but from trust. And with that trust, your true strengths and talents start to come forward, almost like magic. It's real alignment. So, what do you think? Ready to try living a little lighter? This journey toward ease is a path to self-discovery, one that shows you how powerful you are when you stop forcing things. It's not the easiest thing to do, I won't lie. But the peace, the clarity, the sense of purpose, that's the reward. Just imagine a life that feels fully aligned with who you really are. And that first step? It's simply letting go. But once you do, a new kind of power comes in, one where you start creating the life you truly want. Let's talk about something real. Are you living a life that feels like yours? Or is it shaped by what others expect from you? It's so easy to get caught up in what society says we should want: career, status, success. But here's a thought. What if the life you truly want is something only you can define? Living in alignment with your real desires might feel risky, but it's how you become a deliberate creator of your own reality. Imagine waking up each day knowing you're living for yourself, not for anyone else's vision of success. That's what being a deliberate creator is all about. It's about getting clear on what actually brings you joy, what really drives you. And yeah, it can feel scary to break away from what everyone else is doing. But think about this. When you follow your own path, you're creating a life that's truly yours. Isn't that worth a little risk? We all face pressures, from family, friends, society, to live a certain way, follow certain rules. But ask yourself, are those rules serving you? Being a deliberate creator means stepping back and asking, what do I genuinely want? It's not always easy to hear that answer. Sometimes, it's buried deep under all those expectations. But once you start digging, you'll find that your real desires are waiting to be discovered. What do you think they might be? Here's a little secret. When you start honoring your true desires, everything around you begins to shift. You attract people, opportunities, even energy that aligns with who you are. It's like the universe gives you a nod, saying, finally, you're doing you. Living in alignment isn't just about finding happiness. It's about feeling empowered, knowing that your life is unfolding the way you want. How would that feel, waking up every day with that kind of clarity? You might be thinking, but I don't even know what I truly want. And that's okay. Self-discovery is a process, and sometimes it starts by simply letting go of what you don't want. Start small. Maybe try something new, something that feels just a little bit like you. Every step you take toward your authentic desires brings you closer to becoming the creator of your reality. So, what's one thing you could do today to step into your own life? There's this incredible power in clarity. Once you get real about your wants, your energy shifts. You stop pouring yourself into things that don't matter and start focusing on what truly does. This isn't about rejecting society or tradition. It's about embracing what makes you come alive. And when you make that shift, it's like you tap into a new level of self-empowerment. So, are you ready to explore what you really want? Becoming a deliberate creator is about more than just following your desires. It's about transforming your relationship with life itself. Every choice, every decision becomes a reflection of your true self. And as you get clearer on your path, you'll find yourself moving through life with a new sense of ease and purpose. But here's the next question. When challenges come up, how do we stay aligned? That's where shifting perspectives comes in. We've all been there, focusing so much on a problem that it feels like it just won't go away. It's frustrating, right? But here's the thing. Sometimes, the more energy we give to a challenge, the more it sticks around. What if, instead of wrestling with it, we looked at it differently? Imagine approaching challenges with a sense of curiosity, even empowerment. It's a shift that can change everything. When a challenge comes up, most of us tend to brace ourselves, almost as if we're preparing for battle. But what if we could see these moments as opportunities instead? Instead of resisting, imagine leaning in with a sense of, what can I learn from this? By shifting your focus, you're not just avoiding stress, you're also growing stronger and wiser in the process. Doesn't that sound like a relief? Here's a thought. What if your challenges are just signals, asking you to look at something in a new way? Rather than getting stuck in the problem, ask yourself, what can I do differently? It might feel strange at first, but this shift is powerful. Instead of feeding the issue with more worry, you're redirecting your energy towards solutions and self-empowerment. And that, my friend, is where transformation happens. Think about the last time you had a problem that wouldn't go away. How much of your energy did it consume? When we keep reacting the same way, we end up in a cycle, repeating the same patterns. But shifting perspective helps break that cycle. By bringing curiosity instead of frustration, you start responding instead of reacting. And that response? It's your key to breaking free from recurring issues. This approach isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about not letting them rule you. Each challenge holds a lesson, a chance for growth. And when you look at it from an empowered perspective, you're taking back control. Instead of letting the issue drain your energy, you're using it as fuel for personal growth. So, next time a problem arises, try asking yourself, what can this teach me? You might be surprised by the answers. Shifting perspective doesn't mean pretending challenges aren't tough. It just means you're choosing not to let them define your reality. When you approach problems with a mindset of empowerment, you're signaling to yourself, and the world that you're in control of your own narrative. Challenges become part of the journey, not obstacles to your peace. It's a subtle but powerful shift, one that can reshape your life over time. Every time you choose empowerment over frustration, you're building a foundation for lasting inner peace. You're training yourself to see beyond the challenge and focus on what really matters. And as you continue to shift your perspective, you'll find that life feels lighter, more manageable. But what happens when we go even deeper? When we start observing our emotions? That's where true self-awareness comes in. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to blame others when things don't go our way? It's like a reflex. We're frustrated, and suddenly, it's someone else's fault. But what if, instead of looking outward, we turned our focus inward? Observing our emotions without judgment can be a game changer. It's through this self-awareness that we gain true empowerment, finding a peace that no one else can shake. Think of your emotions as messengers. They're not there to blame or shame anyone, not even you. They're simply signals, showing you what's really going on inside. By observing them without trying to shift the responsibility, you begin to understand yourself in a new way. This process isn't always easy, but each time you do it, you're one step closer to inner peace. Imagine how freeing that could feel. Self-awareness is like a superpower. It puts you back in control. When you accept your emotions without projecting them onto others, you're breaking a cycle. You're no longer at the mercy of external situations or people. Instead, you're centered, grounded. This is where self-empowerment begins. It's about choosing peace over reaction, clarity over confusion. Have you ever thought about how that might change your relationships? Let's be real, it's not always simple to accept our emotions. Sometimes, it's easier to blame others than to face what's happening within. But true growth happens when we choose the harder path, the path of self-discovery. Observing and accepting our feelings isn't about ignoring them. It's about understanding them. This approach gives us a new kind of strength, one that's deeply rooted in self-acceptance. Think about a moment when you felt frustrated or misunderstood. Did you look outward for answers? It's a natural reaction, but imagine if you'd turned inward instead. When we observe our feelings, we gain clarity. We stop seeing the world as the problem and start understanding our own triggers. It's empowering, knowing that peace is within our reach, no matter what's happening around us. Accepting your emotions doesn't mean you're giving in to them. It means you're acknowledging your reality without judgment. This acceptance is like opening a door to self-discovery. By sitting with our emotions, we learn to navigate them, transforming what once felt overwhelming into something manageable. And with each step, we become more resilient, more at peace with ourselves. Self-awareness might sound simple, but its impact is profound. Each time you observe rather than react, you're choosing empowerment over helplessness. You're building an inner strength that no one else can take away. And as you continue to embrace this practice, you'll find yourself becoming less reactive, more in control. But what's next after this foundation? That's where energy management comes into play. Let's talk about energy. Have you ever noticed how some days just drain you, while others leave you feeling alive and fulfilled? Here's a little secret. It's not just about what happens around you, it's about where you choose to place your energy. By focusing on things that bring joy and curiosity, we conserve our energy for what truly matters. Imagine what life would feel like if you spent less time on problems and more on what makes you come alive. Picture your energy as a resource, something valuable that you only have so much of each day. When you spend it ruminating on problems or reliving old frustrations, it depletes faster than you think. But when you direct that energy toward things that make you feel inspired, it's like fuel for your soul. Energy management is about choosing wisely. What would your life look like if you invested your energy differently? Think of it this way. Every time you focus on something negative, you're giving it power. You're feeding it with your precious energy. But when you shift your attention to things that spark curiosity or excitement, you're recharging yourself. It's not about ignoring the challenges. It's about deciding what's worthy of your attention. Imagine the freedom that comes with that kind of clarity. Now, I'm not saying to ignore your problems. They're real, and they need addressing. But there's a difference between handling them and obsessing over them. When we obsess, we get stuck. By focusing our energy on what uplifts us, we're not only happier but also better equipped to handle life's ups and downs. Energy is a tool, one that, when managed well, can transform your entire experience. Take a moment to think about what truly energizes you. Is it a hobby, a project, time spent with people who inspire you? Those are the things that refill your energy tank. By prioritizing them, you're making an investment in your own well-being. Imagine a life where your days are filled with activities and people that bring out your best self. That's what energy management is all about. It's all too easy to fall into the trap of worrying, of replaying stressful situations in our minds. But here's the truth. That cycle leaves us drained, with less energy for what really matters. Instead, by choosing where we place our attention, we conserve our strength. This simple shift makes a world of difference. It's the kind of shift that brings peace, clarity, and a renewed sense of purpose. Managing your energy doesn't mean avoiding life's challenges. It means choosing how to respond to them. When you conserve your energy for what truly matters, life starts to feel lighter. You're not constantly drained. Instead, you're empowered, energized. And with this newfound strength, you're ready to tackle anything. But what happens when conflict arises? That's where internal empowerment steps in. Conflict, it's something we all face, right? But have you ever thought about why certain situations or words hit you harder than others? It's often not about what's happening around us. It's about what's happening inside us. Recognizing these internal triggers is a powerful step toward peace. It gives us the chance to respond rather than react, to stay centered even when things get tough. Think of a time when someone said or did something that really got under your skin. Now, what if I told you that reaction wasn't just about them, but about something within you? When we uncover our own triggers, we understand why we react the way we do. This self-awareness is a kind of internal empowerment, putting us back in control of our emotions. Imagine how different your life could feel with that kind of peace. It's easy to blame others when conflict arises, to feel that they're the problem. But here's a surprising truth. Our reactions are often reflections of our own unresolved feelings. By identifying these triggers, we stop giving power to external situations. We start understanding that peace is within our control, no matter what's happening around us. How powerful is that? Recognizing your triggers doesn't make conflict disappear, but it changes how you handle it. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you feel equipped, ready to handle anything that comes your way. This shift gives you a sense of clarity and control. Conflict becomes less about winning or losing and more about understanding and growth. And with that understanding comes a deep sense of inner peace. The next time you find yourself in a heated moment, try asking, "Why does this bother me so much?" That simple question can open a door to self-discovery. You might find that the issue isn't really about the other person at all, but about something within you. And as you become more aware of these triggers, you'll notice a shift. You're no longer controlled by your reactions. You're empowered by your awareness. This process of internal empowerment isn't about ignoring your feelings. It's about facing them honestly. By recognizing what bothers us, we're choosing to engage with life on a deeper level. It's about finding strength within, a strength that helps us navigate even the most challenging situations. Imagine a life where you're no longer shaken by every conflict, but grounded in your own peace. Each time you recognize a trigger and choose peace, you're building resilience. You're teaching yourself that no one and nothing can take away your sense of self. And as this internal empowerment grows, you'll find yourself moving through life with greater ease and confidence. So, how does this empowerment influence our role as reality creators? That's where we go next. Did you know you're creating your reality right now? It sounds almost magical, but it's true. Every choice you make, every thought you entertain, shapes your world. When you focus on inner growth, you're not just changing yourself, you're reshaping your entire experience of life. This is the power of being a reality creator. It's about recognizing that your inner world has the ability to transform what you see around you. Imagine waking up each day knowing that you have the power to shape how it unfolds. Being a reality creator means that, instead of letting life happen to you, you're actively shaping it with your thoughts, intentions, and actions. This doesn't mean every day is perfect, but it does mean that you're living with purpose. Each day becomes an opportunity to align with the life you truly want. Think of it like this. Your external world is a mirror, reflecting what's happening inside. When you nurture self-discovery, clarity, and peace within, you'll see these same qualities reflected in your surroundings. This isn't wishful thinking. It's a practice of inner alignment. By focusing on personal growth, you're literally shifting your reality. Have you ever noticed how life feels lighter when you're at peace with yourself? Here's where it gets exciting. As you grow, so does your reality. Small changes within you ripple outward, transforming the way you experience everything. Maybe the people you meet resonate more deeply with you, or opportunities start appearing that match your intentions. This is the magic of being a reality creator. When you take responsibility for your growth, the world responds in kind. Isn't that empowering? This isn't just about manifesting dreams. It's about transforming how you approach life. Reality creation starts with the belief that your choices matter, that your focus has power. When you bring mindfulness to each moment, you start attracting experiences that reflect your true self. It's not always easy, but the journey is incredibly rewarding. And each day brings you closer to the life you envision. What's fascinating is that being a reality creator isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every effort you make towards self-improvement, every moment of mindfulness, contributes to this transformation. You're actively building a life that aligns with who you truly are. It's a process, one where you learn to let go of what doesn't serve you and embrace what does. Are you ready to create your own reality? As you continue on this path, you'll find that reality creation isn't just a concept, it's a way of life. Each moment becomes an invitation to live with purpose, to choose growth over stagnation, clarity over confusion. And as your inner world evolves, so will your external reality. But there's more to this journey. There are deeper insights to uncover, and each one is a step toward a life of true fulfillment. Alright, so now you have everything you need to step fully into creator mode. The question is, what will you do with it? Each insight we covered here today isn't just knowledge. It's a tool, a stepping stone to start designing the life you truly want. Are you ready to take that next step? To let go of what's been holding you back and embrace a path of inner peace, authenticity, and self-empowerment? Now, here's what I want you to do. Take a moment to think about what resonated most with you. Was it the idea of letting go? Or maybe the concept of managing your energy and focusing on what brings you true joy? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear which part inspired you most. And remember, sharing these insights isn't just for you. It's something that can empower others too. If you think this makes sense, share it with someone special in your life. If this video gave you a fresh perspective or new insights into creator mode, don't stop here. Dive even deeper. Hit that next video, and I promise it'll be another essential step in this journey of self-discovery. Don't miss out. This next one might just have the breakthrough you've been waiting for. So, what are you waiting for? Let's keep going together.